just had it all.
Manchester United's 49th visit to Wembley, Southampton's 6th.
You pray for the storm or your
Flag against Gabbiadini. The underdogs are on top right now. And it's Ibrahimovic! It's always him! Manages to find Lingard! In towards Gabbiadini! And they have their goal! They've come from 2-0 down! Southampton are level! Whatever happens, no one here will ever forget this. Ibrahimovic! It will be his name on the back pages after all!
So much to look at. Southampton actually got the start, or they thought, Franny, that they had the start. Certainly they had the ball in the back of the net first.
That's right, yeah, it was a ball that went out wide, Cedric getting the little bit of luck there. He's played it in the outside of his foot. Gabbiadini just, De Gea's appealing for offside, but seeing the replay again here, as he strikes the ball, he's level, stood behind Smalling. It's Bertrand, I think, possibly over on the far side.
And the assistant, Owen, waits till the ball goes in the net and then puts his flag up. So why has he put his flag up?
At this level, I think it's unacceptable that they get these decisions wrong. Southampton at this point dominated the game. Gabbiadini scores a good goal at 0-0. That would be 1-0, and they're really unfortunate, Southampton. Referees need to get that correct, and they didn't. And
the very best sides make you pay for missed opportunities like that, albeit it wasn't Southampton's fault. That opportunity didn't go their way. This was the free kick conceded by Romeo. And then Mata and Zlatan, well, they knew what they were doing here.
Well, I think that's where seniority comes in. No question it's a free kick. And that's a stunning finish from Ibrahimovic. You just wonder maybe, Forster, maybe does he see it late? Davis put him off slightly because it doesn't go in the top corner. And normally such a wonderful shot stopper, Forster.
Fraser Forster, 6'7", Francis, with an even bigger wingspan. He should be getting something on that, shouldn't he?
Well, naturally you want to be making a save, but it's a good strike from Ibrahimovic. It was looked a dangerous area. It's quite central, so deciding which way he could possibly go, and as Owen said, possibly just slightly interrupted with Davis' sort of slight movement.
Yeah, Stephen Davis distracted perhaps by Mata and others in the wall as well. It looked for the neutral like potentially game over when Jesse Lingard got in on it. 3 of his last 5 United goals, Owen, have come at Wembley.
Well, it just seems to suit him, Wembley, and he's a terrific runner off the ball, just nestles into that space in behind the midfield and in front of the back four, and that's a wonderful finish. Just goes in between Yoshida's legs. Maybe Forster sees that late, but at that point it looked like game over, even though Southampton was so good in possession.
And absolutely key there for Southampton hit back, and how they did it, either side, Francis, of half-time, game back on, and boy, they found a goal scorer.
Oh yeah, I mean he's scored 3 and 2 already up until this point. We've seen a perfectly good goal as well that should have been given earlier, but Gabbiadini's movement and he makes it difficult because he plays in between the centre halves. This is a wonderful ball in and a great little finish. De Gea's wondering how he's almost got in between his 2 central defenders, but it's a fantastic finish, and it was a crucial part of the game as well, scoring just before half-time.
How good a technique, Owen, is this second?
Well, this one is an absolute stunner from Gabbiadini. He just turns almost in one move, surprised Chris Smalling and De Gea, 2 really special players, but that finish...
Smalling's looking for the ball, and it's in the back of the net.
Exactly, that's what he's looking, and he's celebrating. It was a stunning finish, and he's had such an incredible impact. Gabbiadini should have had 3 goals in the game, had a perfectly good goal disallowed.
And this, Francis, wasn't Southampton just making a game of it. This was Southampton on top. It looked like they were going to go on and score again and win this game.
Most definitely. My gut feel in the game was at 2-2. This is Romeo's header coming back off the post, just millimetres away from just taking the lead and making it 3-2. It just shows the fine margins that there are in cup finals and games like this, and this is him being replaced by Shane Long.
Was this a big call? Yes, he's still adjusting to the English game. Perhaps he was done. He worked hard.
Massive call. That's where the game just changed there.
He may have been on the end of that.
Well, Bertrand puts in a wonderful cross. He caused United problems all game.
Smalling almost gets a bit of contact on Shane Long there. I remember seeing Shane go to the referee afterwards, and he was appealing for a bit of contact from whether he should have had a penalty there.
And at this point, you just got the feeling United had weathered the storm and were looking for that sucker punch. In fact, Zlatan Ibrahimovic was a match winner at both ends.
Well, he defended corners about 3 or 4 times, but just look at the space Herrera finds himself in, and Zlatan Ibrahimovic just peels off in between the 2 centre-backs. And once he gets there, you just think there's no chance. It's just a stunning ball in. Wonderful header. Enforcer this time has no chance.
As soon as that ball was in the air, that little dink up to the back stick from Herrera, I think most people in this stadium, Francis, knew what was happening.
Yeah, I mean, Zlatan just seems to pop up in the right place at the right time on occasions like this, doesn't it? And, you know, he found himself right in the dangerous area, middle of the goal, 6 yards out. As you say, no chance for Forster to save that header.
The cup is in the box, but honestly, and you know that I always try to be honest in my analyze, I think they deserve extra time. In the first half we were critical, but then they scored that goal that gave them life. In the second half, Gabbiadini scores an amazing goal, and then the game is open, and for some periods they were better than us, they were faster than us, they were fresher than us.
We can do a fantastic game with many chances. Congratulations for Manchester, Mourinho, this play, because they have been clinical. I think our first goal was good, and the referee decided other thing, and we lost 2-0. We come back on the game just before the half time.
The team is young, struggling for 4 or 5 years, and they won the EFL Cup last year, I believe. But keep winning and bring the club where it belongs. It belongs up on the top, and it belongs to the trophies.
Your 4th League Cup. Many congratulations on that.
Thank you so much. It's an honor for me to be with Sir Alex Ferguson, the biggest of all times, with Mr. Brian Clough, an historical manager too. But unless Sir Alex decides to return, I have the chance to win once more.